Hi everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampinCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Want to welcome you to a wonderful Monday morning. I know we're all getting ready for the holidays. So the last couple videos I've been featuring the Poinsettia Petals stamp set and Poinsettia dies. I have these dimensional papers everywhere. They just sneak in places. And I'm focusing on this one because it's in the annual catalog. It's not going to be discontinued. It's good through the rest of the catalog. And it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So today I want to show you a quick gift-giving idea. We're all card makers. Oh, before I forget, if you place an order online, use host code. The host code posted below in the description, and I will send you a gift for online orders this month. Okay, sorry. Getting back to the project, if you're watching, you're probably a card maker, and you may have, some of you give cards, some of you just like to make cards and hoard them, but quick Christmas gifts are a stack of cards. I mean, everybody has cards. I have boxes and boxes. I give a lot of cards away, and I send a lot of cards, but I wanted to give you a quick gift-giving idea to send some cards. So we have these acetate card boxes, which I love because they're already made. They're easy to put together. So, it's just one piece. You just fold on those score lines, fold them in. I like to close up one end first. All right, get that in there. And then you can put a stack of cards. I happen to have a stack of Christmas cards I had made for my team, and I had some extra ones. So I'm going to just pop that right in there. Now, these cards did not have any dimensionals on them, so let's see how many are in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 in there. I think we could fit one more. But if you have cards with a lot of dimension on them, you might only fit 4 or 6 in here, depending. All right. Let's get these closed up, and then I'll show you what we're going to do to it. All right. So we have a couple options. I'm going to leave this open for a second because you could leave this as is. Oh, I have glitter or something on there. Adhesive. You could leave it as is so you have a nice white top. Or if you want, you could cut a piece of designer paper or cardstock to just slide right in the front on top and give you a little more of a decorative look. So we'll do that for the first one. Now this paper I'm using is the Wonder and Whimsy, and I know it's sold out, and I only picked it to demonstrate because of the other paper I wanted to use, so I'll show that in a minute. But this is just the generic pink background. You could use any designer paper, and we'll do one more box with another one so I can show you one that is not, discontinued. Okay, so I'm going to take a strip. This is 12 by 3, and I know that's gorgeous, but I'm going to use the green side of this one. All right, so what I actually want to do, it's going to overlap in the back, but I don't want to see a seam, so I'm going to line up the back with the edge, and then I just kind of finger pinch the seams, or not the seams, the corners. So I'm not doing any measuring. I'm going to fold that around. I'm just pinching it, because then I want to lay it out and give it a nice sharp crease. And I can make sure it's lined up so everything's square. All right, make sure that's square. And then this edge we know is going to be flush. All right, so we'll wrap this around. I'm just going to put glue on this panel. I want this snug enough where it's not going to slide off. Whoops, that is not what I wanted to do. I was not thinking. Okay, so this one has a seam. My next one will not have a seam. You can't barely see it. Shh, don't look. That wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, the best laid plans, right? Okay, so I have cut a piece of basic white cardstock with the Stitch So Sweetly dies. And this is not going to go in an envelope, so I can use all the dimensionals that I want. So I'm going to pop this up. I'm not going to be stamping today. This is quick. This is a quick idea. And on the second one, you'll see how you're supposed to put the belly band on. Okay. So I have die cut three of our poinsettias. And I'm using the gold and rose gold paper from the annual catalog. And I'm going to be honest, this has kind of a thick backing, and so it doesn't want to die cut real well. So what I ended up doing was putting a piece of cheap white cardstock, okay, my throwaway cardstock that I don't ever use for class, but I have it for making patterns and for stuff like this. So I put a piece of the cheap white cardstock behind it, made it a little thicker, so it cut through the top layer, which was this glimmer paper, and it did not cut through the cheap white stuff. It kind of cut it a little bit, but I just threw it away. Okay, so I've curled the leaves down. Now I'm bending them back up at the center. Okay, and then I've cut two of these Mossy Meadow leaves. So I'm folding them in the center together, and then I'm curling back the leaves. So I fold in the middle. So I'm kind of doing it backwards from the other one, where I curl and then fold. This one I'm folding then curling. Or actually I'm doing both. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm going to start, we're going to do this just a little different. We're going to layer the big one on our tag first. Make sure it looks pretty centered. So I'm using a large dimensional there, and I'm going to use a mini dimensional on each of the other layers because I don't want it to show through. All right. I mean, how gorgeous is that? It's so sparkly. Okay, now we have our leaves. I think they're going that way. We can put our leaves kind of coming out like this. I like to glue my leaves down below. They're already pretty curly and have lots of dimension. Now, I do not have a sentiment on here. If you want, you could stamp an extra little tag. It could say, you know, for you or to and from. I'm not doing that. I'm just going to go with simple because, you know, if I'm going to give away some gifts, I got to give away a lot. So I'm using these, what are these called? Pastel pearls. These are in the annual catalog. I'm going to use my pink ones. As you can tell, I've used my pink ones from the other packs. I have one more pack that I'm going to use the pink ones out of. I don't know why I love the pink ones so much. I need to come up with a project to use. Let's see, I'm going to put one on. I'm going to use three. I need to come up with a project to use all these purple pearls. Say that times fast. Pink purple pearls. All right, I can't get that on. There we go. Ooh, so cute. Look how shiny that is. Okay, let's do one more. And I am going to take my cards out so I can show you what it looks like without that extra piece of cards paper. But I think that extra paper is just real pretty. Okay, let's get one more bag out, or one more box. So these are just acetate card boxes, and you get 10. You get 10 in a pack, so it's quite a few. I mean, who wouldn't love to get just a sweet little set of cards? I had asked my girls for Christmas, well, I'm putting this together, I'll tell you a story. So I have 4 daughters, and I thought it would be fun to make our gifts this year because, you know, they all have jobs. If they need something, they just go get it. So I said, what if we make gifts? And they're like, yeah, and they're all pretty crafty. And my oldest one had said, you know, I would just want cards. I want cards for Christmas, which is not what I'm giving them, but I think I might stick some in their stocking and make them each up a box of cards. All right. Recommended, put your cards in before closing the sides. It's easier. All right, gotta get that in there. All right, let's close this up. So I'm not gonna put an extra piece of paper at this point. So show you different options. All right, so I'm gonna use this. This is the Pets one, the Pets paper out of the mini. It is not sold out. It's called Sweet Stockings. But I'm going to use this side. You know, I'm probably going to add a piece right there. So we're going to try this one more time to not have a seam and see if I can remember which side of the paper to glue. That's a challenge. That's my challenge for today. Can I glue the right side of the paper? I don't know, but I'm going to laugh really hard if I don't. All right, so I've creased those. All right, let's see if we can do it right this time. That's the front. Let's get that right. Okay, so what you should do, because this is light, so I feel like I'm going to have to cut a piece of paper. Fold the small flap in, and then we're going to put glue at the end of the big flap. Or you could put it here, it doesn't matter. All right, let's line this up. And then our seam is right at the corner, so you're not going to notice that. Will look nice and smooth on both sides. Okay. So I picked this paper because it was kind of generic. And in generic, I mean that it wasn't pet oriented. It was just, whoops, Christmassy. I don't really want these to stick to the box, so I got to make sure that you keep them within this 3-inch strip of cardstock. All right, let's get that centered. And then the colors in this paper are Cherry Cobbler and then Mossy Meadow. So I've die cut my pieces. Curl our flowers. So if you have, let's say you have some leftover designer paper from other years. Oh, I know none of you have that. Nobody has a hoard of holiday designer series paper. But if you do, if you are one of those people that do have a hoard of that, use it. Use it. You can get 4 belly bands out of a piece. I know we all have some that we're saving. We all have some that you're not necessarily saving, but you don't know what to do with it because maybe it's not your favorite pattern out of the pack. This is an excellent way to use that. All right, let's center this. An excellent way to use up your designer paper. Or making little gift bags. All right, let's alternate that one. stick one more on here. I like this. Look how dimensional. It sticks way up. It's just, you know, just so pretty. But I don't like the white behind there. So we're going to pick a piece of paper and cut it. All right. Come on, glue. There we go. All right, I am going to use my Gilded Gems. I'm gonna try just putting one big one in, and let's see how that looks. These are nice and big. I think one big one will look just fine. Okay, let me grab that paper. Really use this this year, so let's just see what paper I think would be pretty. Now I really like this blue because it's going to add some color. I'm going to set that aside. I think that's so good. No, don't like that side. That's just backing. Okay, I don't think any of the pet sides are going to work. So let's see on our other side. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Some unknown city is calling me. Okay, let's see. I think that's too busy on the pattern. Now that looks nice. I like that one. Oh, that's an option. That's not too bad, but I feel this is kind of stripy, and that's stripy going the other way. So maybe not. Let's see if we have a different one. Here's the other one. And that's stripes on stripes. So let's go with one of these two. I think, you know what? Even though this is stripes and diagonals, it's tone on tone, so it's not like in your face. I just love that one. I'm going to do this one. I know some of you probably like the blue one. I've got to get my measurements because I don't remember how big that was. So it's just under 4.5 and just under 5 3/4. So let's get our paper trimmer. Just under 4.5. So we'll do it a 16th under. And just under 5 3/4. Okay. Let's open up one end. We'll pop this in and see how that looks. Everything's flying. I guess that doesn't matter. Ooh, so much better. It's like magic. So much better. So definitely cut a piece of just a nice neutral piece of paper or cardstock to go under there. All right. Excuse me. I didn't have enough cards, but there's our 2 different card boxes. So I hope you enjoyed that. That's a quick gift giving idea. Since we're coming up, this would be beautiful if you have kids, for teacher gifts, for co-workers, for neighbors. If you teach classes, this is a great gift for customers, or just even for door prizes or a little host gift. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. All right. Thanks, everybody. And I will see you back here on Thursday. All right. Bye-bye.